we are going to be solving the above question. The question says we should find the equivalent resistance across the terminal A and B. So that is what we are doing. All right, and you know, of course, this is a very important exam-based question for all electrical students globally. All right, so how do we solve this question? Now, if you look at this diagram carefully, you are going to observe that we are having 5 ohms here. We're also having 5 ohms here. We're having 3 ohms here. We're also having 3 ohms here. We're having 15 ohms here. We're also having 15 ohms here. We are having 9 ohms here. We are having 9 ohms here. This kind of circuit that we are having, anytime we are having the same resistor like this, we are having the same resistor connected in this form. The meaning of that is, if we connect a voltage source across this, the same current that enters into this 3 ohms will be the same with the one that will enter into this 3 ohms. And so therefore you can also conclude that this circuit is also a symmetrical circuit. Is that clear? All right, so it therefore means that we are going to be redrawing this circuit. We are going to connect it in such a way that we are going to be connecting what we have here, this directly to this, this directly to this, this directly to this, and this directly to this. Is that clear? All right, so we are going to be drawing the diagram here. So here is how our connection is now looking. I hope you understand. We're just trying to join this with this, this with this, this with this, and this with this. We've not changed anything. All right, now if you look at this circuit carefully now, you are going to observe that this 3 ohms here is in series with these 3 ohms. And if we combine them together now, they will now, the combined effect, that is the equivalent resistance between these 3 ohms and this 3 ohms, will now be in parallel with these 3 ohms here. I hope you understand. Similarly with this one is in series. By the time we combine them together, the series combination now will not be in parallel with this. All right, so I'm just breaking it down one after the other so that you can be seeing the clear picture. All right, so 3 ohms is in series with 3 ohms. So let's call the combined effect there RT1. So it means 3 plus 3, right? 3 plus 3, which is going to give us 6. So this is going to be 6 ohms. Is that clear? Now you are going to observe that this 6 ohms now will now be in parallel with this 3 ohms. So that is RT1 will be parallel to what? 3 ohms. All right, so let's calculate the combined effect of that to be RT2. So this is going to be what? 3 multiplied by 6 all over what? 3 plus 6. So 3 times 6 is nothing but what? 3 times 6 is 18, right? And yes, 3 times 6 is 18, and 3 plus 6 is 9. So we are going to have 18 divided by 9 here, and 18 divided by 9 is 2. So this is going to be 2 ohms. All right, so it means if we are going to redraw this diagram now, we are going to clean this part. We can clean this part now, but I don't want to be clean. I want to be drawing the real picture, but let me just clean this. So we are done with what we have here. All right, so now here we are now going to have 2 ohms here. All right, so that's it. So we are done with that. Now let's come here to, so here let's use RT3. RT3 will be equals to this one and this one that are in series. That is 9 plus 9. 9 plus 9, which is going to give us what? 18 ohms. All right, so RT3 now will now be parallel to what? 9 ohms. RT3 will be is parallel to what? 9 ohms. So the combined effect of that, let's call it RT4. RT4 will be equals to 9, that is 18 multiplied by 9 all over 18 plus 9. All right, so 18 multiplied by 9 divided by 18 plus 9 is going to give us what? 6 ohms. So our answer here is going to be 6 ohms. So that is what we are going to have. All right. Now again, we can therefore clean what we have here. So we can therefore replace what we have here with what? With 6 ohms. All right. Now, you will now observe critically that these 4 ohms, 2 ohms, and 4 ohms, they will be in what? In series. And again, 12 ohms, 6 ohms, and 12 ohms, they will also be in series. Is that clear? So we are going to add all of them together, and the effect now. Okay, let's just go one after the other. All right. So let's take this let's take the effect of this combination to be RT5. So RT5 will be equals to 4 plus 2 plus 4. So this is going to give us what? 10 ohms. All right. And here, let's call this one to be what? RT6. RT6. That is the total resistance for this combination. That is 12 plus what? Plus 6 plus 12. And this is going to be 30. So this is going to be 30 ohms. All right. All right. Now, so it therefore means that we can clean everything that we have here now. Then we are now going to replace this with just 30 ohms. We are going to clean everything that we have here. Then we are going to replace it with what? Just what? 10 ohms. I hope we are following. So that's what we are going to do now. All right. So you can see how our diagram is looking like now. Now, you can therefore now see clearly again that this 5 ohms and this 5 ohms, they are in series. This 15 ohms and this 15 ohms, they are also in series. Now, by the time I combine the combined effect of these 5 ohms and these 5 ohms together, and I add that together, it will now be in parallel with what we have here. I hope you understand. And these two, by the time I add them together, I'll have 30. So this the 30 ohms will now be in parallel with what we have. Okay, I did not have write the value of this. This one is 30 ohms. All right. So it will now be in parallel with what? 30 ohms. All right. So we can clean what we have here. So we stop at RT6, right? So we are going to be using RT7. So RT7, all right, the total resistance between this and this, they are in series. So we are adding them together. 5 plus 5, which is going to give us what? 10 ohms. All right. So let's use RT8. RT8, which will be equals to what? Okay, before I go to RT8, so RT7 will be in parallel now with what? 10 ohms. All right, so RT7 is parallel to 10 ohms, right? So let's use RT8 for the combination of the parallel effect of RT7 and 10 ohms. So this is going to be 10 multiplied by 10 divided by 10 plus 10. So this is going to be 100 divided by 20. And this is going to give us what? 5 ohms. So we are going to have this to be 5 ohms. So that is what we are going to have. All right. So it means that we can therefore remove what we have here now. I'm going to remove what we have here. How you can see the way the diagram, the question is going, and then we are resolving them one after the other. Mind you, this is Tutor Jerry Academy. So here we simplify things. All right. So we are going to remove this now. We are going to replace with what? 5 ohms. So we are going to replace that with 5 ohms. All right. So now let's go for this other one too. All right. So here again, let's use RT9. RT9 will be equals to 15 plus 15. Why is it 15 plus 15? It is because they are in what? they are in series. All right, so this is going to be 30 ohms. All right, 30 ohms. So now ROT9 will be in parallel with what? 30 ohms. All right, so let's call their combined effect to be ROT10, which is going to be 30 multiplied by 30 divided by what? By 30 plus 30. So this is going to be what? 900 divided by 60, and 900 divided by 60 is 15. So we are going to have this to be 15 ohms. All right, so again we are going to clean this part, and then we are going to replace this with 15. I hope you are following. Well simplified, right? All right. All right, so here we are going to have this to be what? 15 ohms. All right, so that's it. Now if you now look at this from this terminal A B, now from this point, these 2 ohms is in series with this 5 ohms, and the 5 ohms is also in series with what? 2 ohms. It means everything here they are in series. Everything here they are also in series. Is that clear? All right, so it means I will be cleaning this part again. So we stop at ROT10. All right, so now we are going to be using ROT11 to solve the series effect of this part. So ROT11 is equals to 2 plus 5 plus what? Plus 2. And this is going to give us what? 2 plus 5 is 7, 8, 9. That is 9 ohms. All right. And ROT12 will be equals to 6 plus 15 plus 6. 6 plus 15 plus what? Plus 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 15 is 27. So this is 27 ohms. Now if you now want to redraw this, now you will observe that since we have combined all of this together, now we can therefore clean everything that we have here. So we can therefore connect this directly now. All right, so here is going to be our ROT11, which is 9 ohms. All right, so again we are going to clean this part. All right, all right, so that's it. So yeah, all right, so here we are going to have 27 ohms. I hope you can see this clearly. All right, now so you are going to observe that these 9 ohms and these 27 ohms, they are now finally in what? In parallel. So we are now going to be finding the equivalent resistance between terminal A and B. So RO equivalent will be equals to, okay, I like step by step work. So we can say 9 ohms is parallel to what? 27 ohms. All right, so the equivalent now, RO equivalent now will be equals to 9 multiplied by 27 all over what? 9 plus equals to 6.75 ohms. All right, so this is the final solution to our question. I hope we understand all the analysis that we have done so far in this question. So, and mind you, don't forget, we have a well written and well structured note on this question and every other question that we have solved, and they are all under one material, exactly, on circuit analysis. So for you to get this material across to you, just place an order via our WhatsApp link on our description, and or through our email. Just send us a direct message. We are going to respond to you in no time. And peradventure today is your first time of coming across our content, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, we are not stingy with knowledge. We always share with our friends. So that is why you also need to share this video right now with your friends who might be in need of it. Thank you. Stay tuned for more.